Good morning and welcome back to When Pigs Fly. I am Patty. I am here with Tracy and Renee. Good morning, ladies.
Hello.
Morning.
And a big warm welcome to all of our new subscribers and our OGs. We love all of you. And we want to reiterate that the information we're bringing to you here today, you only need to take what resonates with you and throw the rest out. Everybody's journey is unique to them. And we're here sharing our crazy stories with you so that you just know you're not going crazy. You're just ascending. Ascending, not descending. So, with that said, today we are talking about a fun topic, and this is part of it. And we want to talk about ascension symptoms and also how to integrate. How are we integrating these physical upgrades that are coming in? You see the Schumann reports, and you see we're talking about light energy coming in. We're talking about purging. And so these sensations in the body are quite real, but we want to reframe how you look at this and how you're interpreting. And we're going to give you a soul's perception on this today. And we have someone named Tracy who has written about this. And so I'm going to hand this over to Tracy and just let you rock this one out, Mama. You got this.
All right. Hi, guys. So I'm just going to go ahead and read something that I wrote a little bit ago, but I'll go ahead and read it and then it will open us up because there'll be a lot to talk about from it. So it's called Superhuman. We are strengthening our muscles. This can be construed as going backwards. Rest assured, this is not happening. It is way too easy to doubt and worry and get lured back into old beliefs. Do not. Go back to love. Go back to trust. I was shown how muscles actually regenerate and rejuvenate and repair through small tears. This is what happens when we exercise. This is why we feel sore after a great workout. But if we don't exercise and we hurt or feel sore, we think something is wrong. Anytime there's pain or discomfort in the body, we assume something bad is happening. And if it hurts enough or lasts too long, we take medicine, go to a doctor, possibly even get a diagnosis or have surgery. What if something completely different and opposite was happening? And we not only allowed, but encouraged the thought process to go the other direction. Our bodies are tearing apart the old construct to regenerate into being a superhuman. Nothing is wrong, hurt, misfunctioning, or broken. What if all viruses, bacteria, parasites, illness, and diseases were actually allies to assist us in transformation? We have just been getting the messaging all wrong and responding in a very non-beneficial and non-productive way. And once we do this, we create that reality. Something is wrong. Something is broken or hurt that needs medicine or fixing. But what if everything was truly happening in our favor and for our benefit, and we have all been totally missing the bus? The next time something hurts or feels off or wrong, consider the possibility that your body is transforming into its original and natural state of being a superhuman. Consider that your body is working diligently, especially at night, to dismantle and deconstruct the old, outdated operating and belief systems to allow the true divinity and miraculous foundation and essence of the body to fully emerge and be. Your body is miraculously purging, clearing, and cleansing all the old trauma, beliefs, patterns, and energies that have been keeping us stuck in illusion, unaware of our brilliant, radiant, and miraculous true nature, and disconnected from infinite universal intelligence and all of our abilities and gifts. I've seen this for years, as many others have as well. The time has finally arrived that the energies are available and in alignment for this transformation. It is possible, and it is happening for those that are willing and choose. It takes a massive shift in your belief system. It takes going against what every expert, every system, science, and authority figures claim to be true or possible. It takes courage and conviction. It takes strength and resilience. However, we are built for this. We have trained for this. If you are listening to us, I mean you. This will not be everyone's reality right now. this is my reality. This is what I choose. This is what's available if we allow it. This is the new superhuman. So
Love
this is
that.
happening. I'll let you guys tag in.
Well, we want to add that Tracy channeled that information August of last year. So we often get tools we need before we know we need them. And this is a great tool. Renee, what did you get?
I absolutely love that because it really is exactly what's been going on in an awareness point for people now. Like Trace, did that in August of last year, and that they were saying this is what's happening. That's what's happening then. It's taken us a while to actually, what I'll say is enough people to sort of get that, to then bring the overall consciousness up and awake so that now the masses are getting it. I'm going to put myself in those masses. We're starting to get it because as the body, and I think they said this like a little while ago, a couple months ago or whatever, that, okay, we're breaking down every aspect because the body, in order to move into where we're moving into, the way we thought our body was put together is not the truth. Okay, because it was very limited, very structured, and that we bought into it because it's exactly what you said, Trace. The scientist, the doctor, everything tells you that this is what it is, and this is what's happening. If you've got a headache, or if you've got this, or you've got that. Clearly, if you're paying attention to the Schumann reports that Patty's been doing, it's going right in alignment with everything and showing us that, listen, our bodies are doing exactly what you said, Trace, breaking down to become anew and to become what and who we truthfully are, which is eventually not needing the doctors, but for right now, questioning them. How many of you out there are now, or somebody that going to a doctor, going to somebody or something, and they can't figure out what's wrong with you, but they're doing test after test after test after test on your dime, okay? Or insurance is dime, which everybody I know is there's all the aspects of the part that you have to pay. My brain's not working, so but it's that because it's really irrelevant. It's really now paying attention to what's feeling right for you, and are you going to step into the true being of light that you are and focus and center on saying or being, wait a minute, what's going on? And from my perspective, the energetic perspective, it's our system actually telling us, hey, something's in here. I'm giving you this ache, I'm giving you this pain. Something's in here that is causing separation, that's preventing me from coming together and being the superhuman, what and who I truthfully am. Have the communication, do whatever, talk to the body, talk to that ache, talk to that pain. And not that you have to in every instance. Sometimes I will just say to my system, okay, thank you. Yeah, I feel you. I get you. I'm sending you love. Give everything else full permission to go. And all of a sudden it goes away because it just wanted attention. It just needed to know that, oh yeah, I'm feeling you. Like I hear you at that point. But I don't know. I just love that whole thing because it's so, like, as you were saying that, like, I was going here and then and I'm trying to like rein it in down and be like, holy shit, like, yeah, and bring it in. But it really is for us to now pay attention. And when you have that ache, when you have the pain, haven't we been asking for ease and grace? I know, like when I'm recording things or, the classes or whatever, we're asking for this ease and grace, and people want it to be easy and effortless. We've been saying we don't need to go through the physical body to feel this, to know that I'm raising my vibration or to do whatever. Well, because that was just a separation within us that told us that's the way it had to be. How many of you heard no pain, no gain? And people bought into it. And I remember years ago having somebody at the gym say, I said, oh, that hurts. And he said, then don't do it. He said, that's bullshit. No pain, no gain. No, that's something's wrong. He said, so don't do that. So, it really is paying attention to you and get out of the old belief systems and all the old components that are telling us we have to feel the pain. And when you're not feeling the pain, don't look for it. Be like, okay, woohoo, like give yourself kudos and like, how great is this? I'm not feeling it. And, Patty, I think it's a perfect example when you're doing the Schumann reports and telling, okay, this is what can be happening in your system. Don't, look at it and be like, oh my God, well, I didn't have that. So something's wrong with me. Then I must not be experiencing that. But, something's wrong. No. Okay, good. I'm outside of that. I didn't need to feel that. And maybe you do feel something the next time, maybe you don't. but don't buy into it. Don't go down the rabbit hole. What do I have to do? Thank yourself and step into that. And I was doing some of that. Sorry, this is long, but I was doing some of that this morning because when I had done a meditation on Wednesday and last week Wednesday, and when I was walking today, and I was like, oh my God, my whole body just hurts, like for no reason. Like it's not like I did anything fun. And I said, oh, my body just hurts. And I started to buy into it. I was like, oh, I gotta go home and take some Advil. And I love Advil. Like I take that shit like
Me too.
yeah, like it's like any little ache pain, like I do it because I want to get over it. And I was like, and I was walking, and all of a sudden it dawned on me because there was something in meditation that said something like step into this and like go of it. And I was like, yeah, wait a minute. I'm surrounded and filled by this energy of whom what I am, this beautiful light body that has no issues. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm stepping into you now. Like I'm stepping into this. I'm good. I feel wonderful. This is wonderful. I'm letting go of all the human elements. And what was crazy was the next 3 steps I took were a little achy, but it must take a little while to get in. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh shit. And I even noticed I stood up taller because I was like sort of like doing this, like walking the dogs, like, I'm so achy, which unfortunately for me, it took me to go around the entire block like that. I was like 4 houses away, and I'm like, wait a minute, hey. Then I came in and I was like feeling great. So it's really recognizing our mind is, don't, our mind is like a mind fuck, I call it now. So it's that point of like, let it go and recognize who you are. And that channeling, like if you've got opportunity to do it, write that shit down that you said and look at it every day, read it every day, really get that into your system, because even the energy to that, I could see going into some people, but other people being like, oh, no, that's foreign. Good, come back and listen again, because it's not foreign. That's who we are. Okay, sorry. Patty.
No, that was great, Renee. And by the way, I'm going to grab that piece from Tracy and put it in the description too. So people can, it's so powerful and so true. And when also keeping in mind how this energy works, how the energy works in 5D, whatever you're in resistance to is blocking the energy from flowing. And that includes perceived pain. So when you can get into like a space of even just neutrality around it and saying, oh, okay, there's a sensation in my bones, there's a sensation in my head. I wonder, I just go, oh, I wonder what's being upgraded now. And then if you do have discomfort and say, I don't like, get out of judgment of yourself. First of all, if you are frustrated with your physical situation, you're in resistance. And you need to get into alignment again with, okay, this is it's a physical upgrade. Okay. And be curious about it. Oh, I wonder what this is doing. And just the curiosity takes you out of it. And then also know that if you are compelled that you do need, like Renee said, if you need to take Advil, release any guilt or shame around that too, and saying, oh no, do I need to suck it up? No, but if you take it in conjunction, say, I am doing this with my soul's knowledge, so you're doing it in conjunction with spirit. Very important. Because what happens is, like Renee said, you are now allowing that natural healing to come through, the natural healing energy. And you're saying, right now, I'm taking this with the guidance of with spiritual guidance, whatever you want to name, you want to give it something that resonates with you. But, it's really important to recognize that. And if you start using words like chronic, you're recreating it. If you're in resistance, and by the way, we're saying this with compassion. We understand that's real. I mean, some people are having very, very strong sensations in their body. And so we're not discounting that in any way. What we're trying to do is, this whole episode is about helping you to integrate these, and you can ask for more ease and just say to your guides, hey, bring this to me with ease and guys, or ask them to do the majority of the work when you're sleeping. And there's ways that you can say, okay, this feels like too much, right? And some of you may be like, oh, okay, I'm rocking this, I'm recognizing it. When you do recognize it, you can get into a flow with it for sure. And then you stop labeling it as discomfort or pain or symptoms, and then go, okay, oh, this is a physical upgrade. And by the way the energy is going, we are flowing through them like at lightning fast. So the energies are clearing and these upgrades are happening at really quick pace. And I want to go back to Tracy because Tracy, before we got on air, you told us, tell us how the difference between how you used to process, like you were having a lot of physical symptoms, and you shared with us more recently you had a new awareness around it.
Yeah, so there's a couple of things here, and I have kind of figured out for it works for me, Renee or one of you. I get a lot of downloads, I write things, and it's like a forecasting of what's coming. So I really don't, I exponentially start to understand it, and I also get a little impatient, like literally, why am I not flying right now? I don't understand it. I know it's possible. So like some really extreme concepts, but just recently, so two things here. I did say that with all of these, the Schumann and gosh, all the solar flares, there's just unprecedented things that are happening. I mean, you can literally turn on the news now and they're talking about it. The solar flares, Patty, you probably know way more about this. K8 and I's, I don't even really know much to talk about it. And you probably talked about it on the Schumann resonance reports too. So check those out. But I have been hearing or having pain, but I'm reframing it because it's tolerable. And what came to me was, if you get a really good, I love working out and you have that nice kind of like, it's a little bit of burn, a little bit of soreness, but most people love it. It's, ooh, I did good for my body. I'm getting stronger. I'm more flexible. There's all these positive connotations applied to this soreness and sometimes this hurt. And I kind of got the bang on the head this week of why you guys keep missing the boat. Like, you think that all this efforting in the gym, I'm just going to say, working out of any kind, produces this feeling in the body, which then produces this stronger, more fit, more desirable shape of your body. Why can't we wrap our heads around the energies are available, and we are just uncovering this amazing, we are whatever we want to be. We're strong, we're resilient, we're flexible. We can be the imaging of our ideal superhuman being. And oh, by the way, it's happening. And oh, by the way, that's why you're feeling some soreness and even some pain. So step one for me, reframe. Because I think we're right. We're here. It's available, that we don't even need to feel these ascension symptoms. Have I mastered it? No, but I relish in the process. I just own that for myself. If someone handed me an easy button, I'd be like, no, I think I'll take the hard obstacle route because I want to see it all. Like, that's me. I just claim it. I own it. So to reframe it, and I'm really being constantly reminded now of, it's this thing of, no, that's what you think, because right, everything, literally everything that we have been told and taught and believed to be true. No, someone just told you that. Like, really, what does the inside of our body look like? And even if we cut our body open and we can see it inside it, who told us that that's how it actually functions? Do you see how you can really extrapolate out, forget everything you know, and let's recreate it for the good? Who doesn't want to feel amazing all the time? Who doesn't want to embody their superhuman abilities? I do. Yes, please. So it's kind of, again, a fascinating time that so much is happening and so much is available, but it's having that that diligence of staying committed, being courageous, question, see beyond in a good manner, in a for the good of everyone manner. I believe that if you really at your heart and soul want a life that benefits everybody, why not? Like, that's what's coming in. So there's so many examples. Who would want cancer to exist? I don't understand how you could argue. I tell friends about they have to go to the doctors, and I was like, well, Well, do you want that? Do you like that? Why wouldn't you just open your mind up to another availability of what's possible? It's just interesting to me. It's fascinating to me how we as a society keep arguing for
Yeah.
shit that's really not fun or good for us. Anyway, that totally woo, went out in 100 different directions. So
No, that was so perfectly said, Tracy. And essentially what you were saying is our wellness is assured. Our wellness is assured in our natural state. And as we come into these, higher levels, it's interesting that you brought up it's because recently I've had people in my DMs too about wait, talk about the solar flare. So understand that this is all universal energy. So that's coming through the sun and then down onto us. So there's a universe that goes beyond the sun. In fact, there's a central sun. That's another topic for another day. So the energy is coming through the sun and it is part of facilitating what is happening, needs to happen energetically on our planet with us on the earth. So this is absolutely, it's 100% supportive. And it's interesting because I would see I saw even like some TikToks and things where they beware. And it's like, listen, a ball of light's not going to come burn us all up. That's not what it is. It's energy. It is energy that is here to support and upgrade us all. And so like letting go of these words of like when we hear the words pain and symptom, what happens? Oh, we go on a fact-finding mission. We go on, the WebMDs and it's, oh, I feel this, so there must be something wrong. Well, here, welcome to 5D. I feel this. Ooh, this is happening in my best and highest good. I wonder what kind of an upgrade I'm experiencing. That's where we're going. That's where we're going because that's our natural state. Cool. Oh, I'm having this sensation. Oh, what? I wonder what's being upgraded. Which one of my superpowers are coming online, right? Tracy's sprouting wings as she's sitting there. We all know it. Renee?
I think it's important to say, really be aware of what your belief system is here. Because, we're saying this and we're not saying don't go to the doctors. If you know that, listen, my belief system is I need to go to the doctors and to figure out what this is because this is lasting too long, honor that. Because there will be a natural progression of energy and shifts within you that at one point, and I'm going to come back to you, Patty, is at one point to say, I don't need that doctor. I mean, I know a ton of people that had stage 4 cancer that are free and clear. They said, my uncle, my husband's side, I don't even know, like, I think it's like 70 years ago, maybe 60 years ago, he was given a diagnosis that he was going to die of cancer, whatever, like, probably within the next few weeks, months tops. Well, 70 years later, guy's still living because he didn't buy into that aspect. And he went and got therapies or whatever, not here in the United States. He flew elsewhere to get therapies that he knew there was just a calling for it. Like, listen, I'm going to try this because it was the soul speaking to him. So naturally, your body will immediately start to move into an awareness, a knowing that, you know what? Nope, I don't need to do this. And allow your system to do what it needs to be. But if you know right now I got to go to the doctor, go to the doctor, follow whatever it is to be. Because I also know people that, okay, I know that I have this cancer. I know I don't need all of the chemotherapy or radiation or whatever it is that they're telling me I need. And after so many, they went to the doctor and they said, I'm done. I know that anything after this is going to kill me. I'm done with this. And sure enough, their body, came back. I mean, look at how many times we hear about, kidneys and different stuff regenerating because that's our body is fabulous. And Patty, I want to throw it back to you because I know that you haven't seen a doctor in, I don't know, forever.
They're not making any money off of me for sure. I haven't had any illness in my body and I'm approaching year 20. But, and when I look back at what my process, and I think I was intuitively following a path where I got to a point where I used to say every March I get this ailment. And I finally one year said, that is the last fucking time I'm done. I literally said that. And in this process, throughout my journey in doing this work, I literally sat down one night and surrendered my body completely to the direction of my soul and said, okay, my wellness is in your hands now. So you're in charge. You're going to guide me, and I'm letting go. I'm done with all this crap. And it was a process though still. And because what I was doing was still taking like supplements. I was like into moringa, and I loved the vitamin C stuff. I can't remember it right now. That sounds camu. And anybody who knew me, I was like, have some camu, have some camu. But there was a point where I had a download one morning that was, if your wellness is assured, do you even need vitamin C as a defense? And I went, oh. I opened up the cabinet. It, I was like, oh, I don't. And nothing changed. Nothing changed. So, but that was, again, I'm like so thankful that that came to me, but it came to me after like really suffering some. And I had another thing that was way, way bigger that now I realize it did happen for me because I think it led me to that desire to just say, oh no, no, my higher self's in charge of my body. And anybody who knows me, they're like, oh, where's that? They stop getting tired of hearing it. Now they're like, how the fuck do you do that? And it's truly when you change your belief. And you were talking about people, I know several people too that cured themselves of cancer. And know what they did? They went somewhere and sought treatment where the belief system was that it will be gone. That's plain and simple. The belief system and the support around it. My own sister had a scare last year, and I said to her, I'm going with you to this surgery. This is fucking going to be done that day. And sat with her, and we were joking, and it was a hairy procedure that they described to her. And what was miraculous though is we brought this. I said to her, we're gonna freaking make this light and airy. And we were joking around it, and her whole team that came to wheel her into the opera, one was like, we talked about fairies. What they were floating in like fairies and joking around, and they rolled her into the operating room. She was laughing her ass off. And this is normally somebody that would be terrified. And it was so beautiful. And I said to her, it's coming back clean. And it was. And I said, now you're done. You're done. And now you can focus. And it was so like great. But she did that. I want to be clear. She did that. I just held a space and said, okay, what is my energy? My energy can't be for a second that something is wrong. I was like, the end result is she's well, and boom, and feed into it. And so like, it's really, really important. The belief system is all of it. And again, follow your guidance, and you can ease your way into less of that. It's a false dependence. It's a false dependence on what we knew, and get back to this organic. We can all heal ourselves. We have the ability to heal it. Think of it. The first ones that incarnated on the planet, just, they didn't have the pharmacy, right? They look at the Indians. Come on, right? We all have the ability to self-heal. And it's when you bring that belief system in, the body follows in kind. But yeah, that was that one went by quickly. Any closing, Tracy? But first, thank you for that writing, and I am going to post that. Remember, there's energy in there, and there is a belief system that is your truth. Oh God, it's almost making me cry. There's a belief system that's your truth in that writing. So Tracy, thank you. Before I start crying. No, because I love this stuff. It's so powerful. Like, I'm like this. I want so many people to get this because I want everybody to wake up the way I do. Nothing going wrong in my body isn't even in my belief system anymore. I'm so grateful. And I'm grateful that you had that writing and brought it forward. And we're going to absolutely post it here today. Woo! So, wellness in 5D. Wow. Thank you, ladies. And I'll see you guys next episode. And you all better come back and hit repeat on this one. We got so much good stuff in here. Have a great day.